Week 5 is in the books, baby. So yeah, here's the layout of the league right now after 5 weeks. Pushan finally took an L. Rob's still going strong. There's a bunch of teams at 3-2, 2-3. And I didn't mean to leave Evan Clay off this list at the bottom of the West Division, but once you see his performance this week, you'll see it's pretty fitting. So let's get into the matchups. Starting off with the highlight of the week, Pushan has lost. Not only did he lose, he lost to me, bitch. Me. Let's go. God, it feels good. I did not have a good week. That's just how bad Pushan's team played. Kieran Williams finally came back down to earth. Aaron Jones was a scratch like 90 minutes before game time, and Pushan didn't have anyone ready to replace him, so his running backs were horrible. I mean, mine were too. James Conner just got put on the IR like a minute before I started recording this, but whatever. Devontae Adams only had like 4 targets. Bad for him. Yeah, just a horrible week for Pushan. My team finally... Actually, no, my team didn't look good. It was just Dalton Schultz. Dalton Schultz gave me a lot of hope. I drafted him because rookie quarterback, tight end would be security blanket. Finally looked like that today. Bunch of receptions, touchdown. Swift keeps looking good. There's hope for Tua for president. There's hope for us. Pushan still looks good, but I got hope. 2-3. Hope's creeping back in. Let's see how it goes next week. Damn. Scott, another good week, just unlucky here. Unlucky you were going against Sutton. Sutton, everybody but his wide receivers had a good day. Justin Fields absolutely just killed the commies. Akane and Mostert went off again, even though now Akane is hurt too. Kittle, the Fuck Dallas shirt is just so awesome. I love that. It turns out Puka's going to end up being a pretty good option no matter what. Mark Andrews is still good, but Scott's team is just so up and down. Najee Harris is going to be a legit no-touch backup by the end of this season, so oof. One of the few matchups that came down to Monday Night Football, A.J. Dillon, last player after he was sweating it out. Aaron Jones was a scratch midday, and A.J. Dillon came out, got a clutch touchdown, and sent Ish over Thomas. Somehow Ish won. Thomas's little these 3, wide receiver and tight end, though it's a great 3. Josh Allen's good. Thomas's team looks very good if he just hadn't have started Jonathan Taylor. First week back, hopefully JT gets back in it, but that was bad. Ish got carried by Diggs and Hurts as per usual. Nothing crazy there. It was just the difference in the running backs. Mixon and Dillon didn't even play that well, but better than JT and Warren did. Warren's still better than Najee, though, so poor Steelers. Ooh, yeah, so Rag got screwed over here big time. He put up 150 in a loss to go to 2-3, and Cal slides up to 3-2. Never would have thought Cal would have a winning record through 5 weeks, but I don't know. Rag's team is pretty solid. Thielen is a legit option. Goddard is good. If D-Hop and Ridley keep playing well, he can take out Olave and just play those 3. Kamara and Robinson are going to be good options. I don't know if he has a backup QB, but he's going to have to find one. Richardson might be hurt for a while. Cal basically just looked like a flash in the pan, but I don't know. If George Pickens can play good like that, he might just be legit good. We'll have to see. Good win, Cal. Good for you. I think this is one I picked correctly as Brett gets the win on the back of Jared Goff, of all people. Respect. Jared Goff, the highest scoring player in this matchup. Maish probably had an absolute heart attack when Travis Kelce went down there for a little bit, but it looked like he came back in. I don't know. If he doesn't play, though, Maish is screwed. I mean, he's going to get Metcalf and White back off buys next week, but, I mean, still, this team's looking bad. He never had a chance with having to start Edwards-Helaire. Reed was never going to play that well again. I don't know. Brett's team is good. Pollard just keeps underperforming. But this lineup that he has in here now could be potentially pretty good. If Watson plays well, Flowers has been playing well. Brett's got a shot. Jacobs and Pollard are good. They just haven't really shown it. Good win, Brett. Rob cannot keep getting away with this, I swear to God. Rob is at 5-0 now. thanks to another just horrendous week from Hayden. If he didn't have Breece Hall, he would have been just as bad as Evan Clay, who you'll see in the next slide. But, I mean, Jefferson's on IR, and with how bad they've been playing, he might not come back all year. Hayden's in trouble. Hayden's in big trouble. Dak is not a quarterback option, as I learned in my other league. Apparently, Montgomery's just going to be the steal of the year this year because he's been beasting for Rob. And Gabe Davis has been good. Rob needed to lose when he had his QB and his wide receiver on bye, but he didn't. So, Rob, someone's going to beat you eventually. I kind of hope it's me, but I don't know when I get to play you, so it would be cool if I beat both of the undefeated teams. But, I mean, Rob just... At some point, I'm going to have to come to terms with Rob winning all these games. But it ain't today. Fuck you, Rob. Get out of here. And here's what I've been waiting for, and now that you see, hopefully you waited for it too, because good Lord, I got to get myself out of the way here. This was brutal. 136-point loss for Evan Clay here. The very rare opportunity to play against multiple 50-point scorers. There's multiple people on Makozy's team that would have single-handedly won him the week. Makozy won this week after Thursday night. All he needed was more. He could have taken everyone else out of his lineup and still won. That's absurd. I've been feeling good about Makozy's teams. His running backs aren't great, but if these two wide receivers can play like that, good Lord. Evan Clay, though. Maybe the most injured fantasy football team I've ever seen. Plus, maybe not just not that good to start off with. Dalvin Cook is just straight up not an option anymore. Breece Hall's fully back from injury. He looks fantastic. He had to start Singletary because Saquon's hurt. He might still be hurt. OBJ, Darius Slayton, and whoever M. Wilson is might be the worst 1-2-3 punch ever. Jake Ferguson just doesn't get the targets that Schultz did in Dallas. I mean, this is the first time I've ever seen a matchup where no player scored 10 on Clay's team. Clay's got to get it together. That was borderline getting kicked out of the league worthy. That's so bad. I don't know what he's going to do. Amon-Ra and Barkley are his only trade options, and they're hurt. Like, the only other person someone would want on this team is Lamar. I don't know what Clay's going to do. Good luck, because he's 1-4, and that punishment that we haven't decided is calling his name very quickly. But that's good for the rest of us, so thanks, Clay. So here were my predictions for the week. I didn't predict myself to win, which I'll take that. Didn't predict Ish to win. Brett winning, nice. Makozy over Clay was so easy and free. I should have picked Rob to win. At some point, I'm going to have to pick him, but I refuse to. I think Rob is 99% of the reason why I have an overall 16-19 record here. I gotta hate that kid. All right, I'll see you guys in a day or two for predictions. Enjoy.